Alright, hello, this is C-Rock, and we're going to do a fort battle today. This is a 1v1. I'm playing against my cousin here, and I am the French, and he is the English. So, I went ahead and got myself some catapults. He has quite a few siege too. We'll see his army when it starts. I have some spearmen and archers, and then also quite a few of these French chivalric knights dismounted, and then I have my one general that's in the back here. This one, the Flemish pikemen are the pikemen that I have. The noble knights, that's what those are the guys. So I think I couldn't set up my troops first. He sets up his, and then I set up mine, or it just took a little while to wait for him to get in. So we're going to speed this up a tad bit until we're into the game. We decided to do a fort battle, and there was also one other one that I'm going to put up today that's a land battle, or it will be put up the following week, one of the two. As you can see here, his troops, he's got a bunch of English knights, about quite a few. And then he has billmen, what the heck those are, along with, let's see, dismounted English knights. Dismounted English knights. What are these billmen thing, guys? They are just spearmen. That's what they are. Okay, I see. And then he's got armored swordsmen. Wyomingian archers. I think I said that right. I don't know. English knights. Then he has his ballistas and 2 catapults. And more archers. I'm not going to say that word again. I'm going to mess it up. Armored swordsmen and English knights. And then another group of English knights, I think, at the end there. So, and this is his one general. This is the general bodyguard. He has 1, 2, 3. He has 3 horsemen here. So we're going to go ahead and speed this up until we get on into the battle. And we'll start the game. As I'm still placing my troops around. I thought that the fort would be bigger. I think you can get the fort to be bigger. I don't know. I'm going to try and do that next time. But, here, we'll go ahead and slow this down now. Oop. Now, he started firing with his catapults. I'm going to fire with my catapults on his catapults. And also, his catapults are in range of my archers, because my archers have quite the range, and I've turned them all on fire. I think I should have had my archers, though, just fire on his troops, because I don't think they do much against his catapults. I think they kill a few of his guys, but they're not killing any of his actual catapult, because, well, it's just not hurting it at all. So we're going to speed this up a little bit, because he is just barraging me, and I am just barraging him. Okay? And he's going to take out my gate. He did not know that you could go ahead and have siege rams, so he did not make any siege rams. Which I got lucky with that one, I guess. I thought it was a little bit too crowded in the fort, so I just decided to move my men on out. And I like how they have these stakes surrounding it, so it's kind of like on a hill, and you got all these stakes surrounding it. I think I could have used that a little bit more to my advantage, maybe in the front, if he didn't have catapults. But, oh well. Yeah. Did I have any stakes? No, I didn't even have any stakes in the front. Well, these right here. We're here in the front. So we're going to continue to fire on them. We'll speed this up a little bit as I continue to move these guys along the side here. These are my pikemen right here. I'm going to go ahead and move them along this side, along the right-hand side. The left-hand side, we're going to go ahead and move the the dismounted silver knights. And we're gonna go and slow that down. Now they've knocked out one wall. Look at our walls now, right? Yeah. And they're continuing to fire on us. I've knocked out a few of their artillery. You see, one of his artillery units is out, and this one is. And actually, I knocked out his ballista too. One of his ballistas. I think I'm just gonna continue to kill a lot of his catapult guys right here. I should have had the artillery just fire on here or something, you know, something a little different, because it's just not as accurate, I guess. These guys are bowmen right here. They got quite the range. They're in range too. These aren't long bowmen though. It's just surprising. You think you would use long bowmen if you have the English, right? Oh, that's a nice little hit right there. Ooh, a bunch of them burn. Yep, that took a nice little hit there. Now he's gonna move his cav off this way to go ahead and counter my knights that are over here. And I don't have any towers with this, so nothing in here. You know, like how in the later games they have towers on all the forts. I think in Rome too they have towers, and same with Attila and all those. But you don't have towers in this one, so you gotta go ahead and put your own ones in here. The forts. I can't remember if you have towers in the forts for Rome 1. I'd have to go back and play the game. I don't even have it now. At least I don't have it through Steam. I do have it on CD. You know, where you get the 4 packs of CDs. Oh god, that thing's so old. Now I feel like a dinosaur talking about it. Alright, so we're going to speed this up a little bit. He does not decide to attack me. He just wants to go and knock down a bunch of the walls. So he knocks down this wall. He did knock through my here yet, and I just want to continue to reset my pikemen so that he just runs on into him. And keep this on a 2 as I continue to fire. I did take out one more of his catapults, I think, here, which is nice. He's still continuing to fire on them with these things. They have quite the amount of ammo, you know, I think. I probably should have gotten one more catapult, I'm thinking, you know? That would have been nice for me. But here we go. I haven't moved my pikemen in the back there yet. They're still back here along with my general. He's just chilling, waiting for the battle to start, or for his men to go ahead and attack, I should say. The barrage has begun, right? And they are continuing to fire. Wow, they give you a lot of ammo. They don't do that, I think, in the future games. They don't give you as much ammo. You get like enough ammo to take out like 2 towers or something. You know, I don't know. Especially since everything's inaccurate with your fire catapults. So he's now marching his troops on in to the fort. They've decided to attack. I guess the archers are out of ammo. And they've got this mallet. It looks like it that they've come to battle with. Is this a wooden axe or a mallet? What the fuck is this? Excuse the language. Who cares? Yeah, it's a wooden mallet. It's like a big stick with a fucking hammer on it. Okay. Not what I want to walk into battle with against a bunch of stakes, but okay. That's just me, maybe. Alright. Interesting. Alright. And now we're having our mounted knights go in with our pikemen, because I think my pikemen were kind of weak anyways. And I'm still having my archers fire on his troops, like his ballista and everything. And I think these guys are out of ammo, most definitely. I should have had somebody there protecting them that way. They're going to go ahead and come in and flank my troops here. My knights. Ooh. Oh, no. These guys are heavy. They got a nice pole axe, I think is what those are. Some big-ass battle axe. Very heavily armored. We put all the upgrades we could on all of our troops because we have infinite money in this. So we wanted to do one where we would see how well the fort would be. As he's now coming at me from the side here with my dismounted knights that are ready to go ahead and get attacked. I've gone ahead and ordered them to attack. So now they're going to clash with the axemen, right? The dismounted English knights. They're dismounted English knights. They just have a big axe instead of a sword. Or a shield. You don't really need a shield when you have this much armor on, though. I mean, right? Yeah. Well, this guy has a shield. He walked into battle differently than everybody else. Okay, that's the armored swordsman. That's why it's a different group. Excuse me. And then he's got his knights coming around back. So this is something I probably should have had my pikemen over here protecting this. And he's going to bring these around and go ahead and flank them and go ahead and take them on out. As I'm bringing my pikemen around this way and my own, my general, my noble knights. I'm bringing them around this way to go ahead and attack and take care of all this area. Because I figured I can go ahead and take them on out. And I want to take out this ballista as he turns it to fire on my general. Does he even get a shot off? Does he get a shot off? Let's see. Nope. Doesn't get a shot off. They're all gone. So that's the end of them. Now I can close in from behind with these guys. And these French pikemen, too. These guys are deadly. Look at these pikes. Oh. They don't have a shield at all. They must be a very long, strong pike, I guess. Who needs a shield, I guess, in that case? And now they're going to set him down against these, the back of these billmen. Which I think were also pikemen, but they didn't have as long as a pike as I have. And they're just dying. Boom. Dropping like flies. And he sends these guys after me. These are the dismounted English knights. So he sends them after me, and I'm going to go ahead and wrap these guys around too in a little bit to attack them. And this is something I wanted to start doing since my cousin also now has a bunch of Total War games, and him and me both play them quite a bit on multiplayer. We're going to start to go ahead and put out multiplayer custom battles in the Total War games. We wanted to do Medieval first today, just, to go back. It's still wonky as ever because I still end up hitting all the, your W, your S, A, D keys to go ahead and move around in the later Total War games, and I'm like, it doesn't do anything in this game. So I still got to move around with my mouse and everything. I'm still finding myself pressing it on accident. I don't know what this number is for up here, by the way. Anybody who wishes to tell me what this is for, please do. Thank you in the comments on that one. Now we have our pikemen have pulled out their swords and they're attacking his knights. And they are not doing so well because they're not as armored as the knights, it looks like it. But we're going to try and overwhelm the knights because we do have two groups there. And let's go ahead and check on this over here. I think this is done. Yes. My knights were wiped out by his horsemen. So they were pretty much wiped out. I did take out quite a bit of his other infantry here, the swordsmen. But not as much as I would have liked to. This could have been done a little bit better. And I quickly realized, oh no, I got to go ahead and bring back my general because I don't want to have him get taken out by these guys, the cav over here, as they come waltzing on into the pikemen over here. I'm just, oh no. So I got to go ahead and bring back my cavalry all the way to the back here. I figure I'd at least bring him I wanted to maybe even bring him back into the fort. And I still have one pikeman unit back here and some dismounted heavy knights, along with where these guys are moving, dismounted archers. I'm moving my archers. Alright, I think they were not in range yet, or they're out of ammo, so I wanted to move them into the fight as I'm just piling everything on in here, you know? Continuously. He's going to move in his swordsman, and he's going to keep his cav over here, and he might move his cav around, though, I will say, because they're just sitting there. And we're going to speed this up a tad bit. You know, now it's just constant. He can't get through here because he doesn't have enough things. If he would have had siege rams, he probably would have made more holes in my defenses and just plowed right on through. So I moved my cav back here, and I notice, I think, let me see, when does he do it? We'll speed it up a little bit. So he knows that my cav is back here, and he can take out my cav because he has more cav than me. So I decide, you know what, I want to get my cav behind these stakes as quick as possible without, obviously, suiciding them on the stakes. And he's going to go ahead and try and move his cav to attack me. So we'll see that happen in a little bit here. And where are they at? All right. So I'm going to move my cav. I wanted to move my cav on in here, and then I was like, no, it's going to go ahead and crowd this area up a little bit too much. And they're still trying to get over here. And he's still trying to move these guys over here. As he moves back his troops, I think he's trying to rest his troops. They're eager and ready because he knows that they need to be rested. And now he's coming around here to go ahead and take me on out. I'm going to go ahead and place my troops behind these stakes as much as possible, you see. And now he's going to go ahead and attack me, but this has made him attack me like this. He can't attack me forwards. And my general dies. So my general dies. I don't know if he even hits the stakes, so this may have not even helped at all. They just keep on avoiding the stakes. The stakes don't even help me out. So I think I rushed my pikemen over here to go ahead and deal with this. And my knights are not running away, thankfully. So I end up moving my pikemen over here, and I'm moving my 9 archers, yes, my 2 units of 9 archers to go ahead and help me out. That will be a big help. Nobody's died in the pikes. Did anybody die in the pikes? They're all up in the pikes. You think that one group would die? They're all just running against it. Oh, come on. Ugh. Oh, well. And this time I bring out my pikemen and go ahead and set them on up to go ahead and take on his cavalry. And thankfully, I still end up having cavalry left after all that. They didn't finish him off. If he would have finished these guys off, I would have been done for there a little bit. You know? So, that way I was able to go ahead and bring them on in. Not that it really mattered. My general was already dead in that group. And this, I just decided to send my troops on out because while his cav was over there, this gave me the chance, and I saw that his units were weak over here. So I was just like, you know what? Send him in. You know? Take advantage of it. So we are now finishing off what's in the front here. And he's brought his cav back around to go ahead and attack. And I think they got caught on the side there. So I don't know if these pikes actually do anything but just deter. It doesn't look like they actually do anything. But now that my troops are outside of the fort, he's attacking the sides of them, so he's flanking a little bit. Apparently not enough, though. As he continues to flank. He is only cav now, though, so that really posed a threat to me. So I'm going to continue to go ahead and do this. Oh, Mountain Blade Bannerlord 2 has posted a new, whatever, I don't know what the heck. Well, small notification at the bottom of my screen there, whatever. Never gotten those before. So I brought up my pikemen from the back here and decided to vote everybody to the front here as they are losing. And my cavalry is still over here. And these dismounted knights are going to go ahead and go up against these guys. And he's continuing to just ram them, ram them in, and then pull them back on out to go and have them either rest. These guys are very tired. They're warmed up, very tired. My troops are exhausted, every single one of them probably. They're exhausted, except for these guys. These guys are fresh. He's continuing to ram. Oh. These guys have like a big mounted, let me put this on slow. These guys have a big pike, and these guys have like a big, nice mace with them. It looks like it, yeah. Are these different English knights, and then the other ones, those were, I think, is General's bodyguard, that's why. And they pull out their sword later on. And they continue to ravage through my troops, you know? And continuing on in. So I decided to bring up my knights to go ahead and fight them back. And this is my last-ditch effort, because I don't know if I'm going to win at all. I figured I was going to lose at this point. Just tossed everybody on in there to go ahead and fight. And he's not getting in. This is about the time where he's starting to like lose some troops, and he's starting to have some guys run away. And now they're telling me that victory will be ours, or mine, to be precise. So now I'm bringing it in my pikemen, and they're going to go ahead and face off against his cav here. And I think this is right around the point where it was done, because these pikemen can take out these cav, I think. If I would have had them put down their pikes beforehand, it would have been done for a lot quicker, but oh well. I couldn't get them to have their pikes down, I guess. So he's charging on in there with his English bodyguard, which is winded and eager still. Everybody's still eager. Eager. But now I can come in and wrap around them with these guys, because there's nobody attacking here. So I decided I can go ahead and toss my general on out against his straggling units that are just retreating, and then surround what's left over here with the rest of my troops. So we can go ahead and make sure that these guys all retreat with my general. And, well, I wouldn't say my general. My general's been dead. So they're attacking them. Wipe them on out. And we're going to wipe these guys on. And this is the general. No, this is the knights. But the general just died on my cousin's side. So he's done. He's gone. A valiant death. He survived till the end there, at least, right? But did not take the fort. It is mine still. So now I brought back my general to finish off his English knights there. And this is right about the point where it is pretty much over. You know, just go ahead and run everybody off the field. So we'll go ahead and split that on up. So these are the final numbers here. He deployed 2,430. No, I deployed 2,431 men. And he deployed 1,961 men because he had the catapults. So he had less men than me. And the men lost. I lost 2,007. He lost 1,000. He lost 1,903. He had 58 remaining, and I had 424 remaining. That's how many I killed. That's all the captives, I believe. I showed a battle statistics. So these are all your battle statistics and everything. Priors, men. These are the men that they killed, right? Or casualties inflicted. So my dismounted archers killed quite a few, but I think it was... Yeah, my dismounted archers seem to have done the most damage throughout the... Oh, no. My dismounted chivalric knights. 245. 43, excuse me. 243. Dang, that's a lot. So, that is quite a bit. So, we'll end it there, and we'll do another one, okay?